Well, we're looking more into what people are doing during the lockdown. We did this last time round, but it's fascinating to hear and how people are operating while we're all stuck at home. And Ged Power joins us. I think we talked to you last time, Ged, didn't we, during the lockdown? Because obviously you've got a few irons in the fire normally. You've got your taxi business, you've got the golfing business, obviously, which we've done in the past. But you've hit the internet, and we'll come to that in a minute. But how's it going for you so far?
It's been tough, like anyone that's been involved in tourism this last year. The cruise ships disappeared, the tourists, they're not coming to the Isle of Man. And really, it's a struggle to see when the borders are going to be open again. So we're kind of clinging on. But on the other side of things, the locals, as you know, they didn't go on holiday, so they had a bit of money to spend. So a lot of businesses related to tourism type things, as bars, restaurants, and of course the transport side, I think we did okay over the period where we were stuck.
We can see you've got like some sort of disco going on behind you. I presume this is part of your online presence. Do tell us about it, because I know it's very exciting. You're kind of moving into internet chit-chats. Is that right?
Yeah, I think everyone got sucked into the world of Zoom and Skype and what have you. And I just looked a little bit further, and I got hooked up with the likes of Michael Josem and Derek Flint, and we did a few podcasts to pass the time over the lockdown period. And of course, we're doing it again, so anyone who looks out for us can tune in and so forth. But it's been a great little hobby, because you can work on the camera equipment you use and the software, and it kind of puts you out there. You can connect with anyone really around the world. It's a fantastic tool, and I would say right across the board, FaceTime and this kind of communication has been a godsend and a saviour for many people, not just for family stuff, but for business as well. And
are you doing these as live streaming or recording them and putting them out later?
Yeah, we do. I do quite a lot of live streaming. I mean, a lot of it is just for fun on a local front, and we do like Rowney TV through the Facebook page every Wednesday, and you'll get, say, 300-400 views on the back of that. But even just live streaming an event where we had the WI doing a dip in Port Erin Bay, that raised their profile, and it was a lot of fun, even though they were dressed in, can you believe this, woolen swimsuits. They were hand knitted, big charity job, and that had 8,000-9,000 views, just like the dips do, right around the island. It's a great mechanism that we got on the Isle of Man, because we're all working together, we're all linked together community wise. Facebook has been such a talking point. I mean, let's face it, Paul, you've been a star. You've been a star with your question.
Well, we can all do that now, can't we? That's what I was trying to get to, really. Anyone can set up a channel and find a niche market for themselves to really star in.
Absolutely, and it gives people a voice. And I think really when you look at the public on the Isle of Man, they can examine what's being said in the press conferences, they can look at the news, and they can ask the question. And fair play to Howard and David and what have you, that it shows that they are listening, they are reading, they are taken on board. And that is articulated in the press conferences when they're talking about the impact of social media.
And it's so funny that everyone's got an opinion. I mean, people slate me off or they love me. It's like very Marmitey. Everyone gets something different out of it, but they at least see the same product and they can make their own minds up.
Well, you're looking at people who haven't had to deal with a crisis situation before. You look at the background of some of the MHKs. Maybe you could put Dr. Allenson in that frame, where he's had to deal with life and death situations. This is no joke. We've got a civil service who've been quite cosy over the years. We've kind of coasted along, and then wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. We've got a real issue to deal with, and they're not going to get it right first time. There's going to be issues, but at least we're kind of steering the right way, I hope, because we've got the key to it all, and it's all about border control and testing and just being sensible for maybe another 4 weeks.
And you talk about this sort of thing on your channel as well? You do this sort of, high-end stuff in the sense, and 1 minute dips?
Anyone in the local scene will know that, like Michael Josem, he's got a real gift, hasn't he, for putting it out there, putting his point across. He's articulate and he's clever with the figures. And he's, again, another Marmite job. And we've got Derek. Everyone loved Derek Flint. He was a great communicator for the Isle of Man Constabulary. And now he's relocated in Lancashire. You may know that. You may know that. Maybe you should have done a farewell program for us. But
the
Derek
first I knew, he was on the boat. I think
about...
most people did, wasn't it?
Oh, well, he's away now, and he's a super guy, and he can give us tales of shopping in Aldi, what it's like to have a fast internet, but the cars are still speeding past his house. So that does tickle me.
To finish with, how do people find your channel? Where is it best, Facebook or YouTube? What?
Well, I don't really put a huge amount of effort in. It'll come out on, say, the Rowney Golf Club Facebook page, or I'll do something on the Port Erin page, or I'll put something out through my own YouTube channel. I use Twitch. There's a lot of means to do it, but maybe sometime, we can perhaps capture the Isle of Man and put it all together with, I don't know, a lot of digital enthusiasts and have maybe like an independent news service. Fancy that, Paul?
Well, that would be good, wouldn't it? Well, watch this space, as they say. You're going to interview me sometime, I think, aren't you? We're going to do this in reverse?
I think we will. Shall we? If you haven't been arrested or put away or bundled in a van.
Talk to Howard, ask him. No, I'm joking. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. And we wish you well. And I hope you get many more views. And it's great to see more people doing this.
Absolutely. And keep up the crusade, Paul. The Isle of Man loves you. So thank you very much.